Let's have a look at the complexities of communication within family businesses. When a business first starts, it's normally fairly simple. You just have the owner and the people who work for the business. So if we look at this in a pictorial form, we have two circles. We have the owner, and we'll call them the manager. Actually, that's the people who actually work for the business. So in that situation, we've really got three relationships. We've got the owner, i.e. the owner of the shares. We've got people who work in the business, and in the middle we've actually got the owner-manager. He owns the shares and also operates in the business. The business continues to grow, and we start getting into multi-generational families, and this is when it starts to get a little bit more complicated, because at this point we have a third circle that starts to interact, which is actually the family. So suddenly, not only do we have an owner and the manager, i.e. the people working in the business, and the owner-manager, but we've also got the potential where we have family members who might well be owners, but they're not part of the company. Or we might have family members who are actually part of the management and work for the company, but don't actually own any shares. And then finally, right in the middle, we actually have the owner who works in the business, who is also probably the leader of the family. So if you think about it, as the business goes through further generations, these relationships can become more and more complicated. And when we start working with succession in business, we need to be aware of how these relationships start to interact, because we need to take account of the family members will have views around perhaps the management or the ownership of the business. And so often we get what I call the pink elephant syndrome starts to arrive, where the communication within the family starts to ignore various stakeholders within the company. At this point, what we need to start looking at is getting external professional advisors in to try and bring some semblance of communication, so that the whole, all the various sections actually feel as if they have a say in the future of the business.